Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I'm excited to show you an all new trim level in the Santa Cruz lineup, the 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz XRT. So the XRT replaces the SEL Premium trim in the Santa Cruz lineup for 2024, and this is actually the fourth XRT model in the entire Hyundai lineup, following the Tucson, Santa Fe, and of course the refreshed Palisade. And I would argue this is the most fitting XRT trim level of the bunch, given the more outdoorsy nature of the Santa Cruz body style in general. Now, what makes an XRT an XRT? Well, I would say here on the Santa Cruz lineup, just a little bit more than that of some of the other vehicles I just listed, given that this gets a lot of the additional accessories that Hyundai has offered on the Santa Cruz lineup up until this point through your local dealership, and maybe a few here and there pre-installed from the port. Things like the bed rails in the back, the side steps, you have some unique colored accents on the wheel center caps that are red/orange. You have some of the interior accents such as the black H-Tex leatherette that comes on the Night as well as the XRT, and just a few other options as well. So it's mainly the accessory lineup that do come standard on the XRT, which makes it kind of more of the XRT outdoorsy rugged trim. Now, if you do want to know everything that did change for the 2024 model year on the Santa Cruz, I do have a dedicated video here on the channel going trim by trim, telling you exactly what changed, some of the new standard features and stuff like that across the entire trim lineup. Now, finally, when it comes to pricing specific to the XRT, it did go up $2,250 over that of the former SEL Premium. However, like I said, it does get a lot of the additional accessories that Hyundai does offer on the Santa Cruz as standard equipment as part of this particular trim level. And that means the XRT now starts just around $41,000, including destination, depending on the exterior paint colors and some of the additional floor mats and some of the other accessories that are still optional on this trim level. So with all that information in mind, let's not waste any more time. Take a look at what the 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz XRT has to offer for just over $41,000. So the Santa Cruz in front of us is finished in the California Sand exterior with the black H-Tex interior. I think California Sand is a very fitting color on not only Santa Cruz lineup in general, but also the XRT in specific, given its more rugged looks and kind of some of the more outdoorsy elements and accessories that Hyundai has added to it. Now, for all 2024 Santa Cruz equipped with the 2.5 liter turbocharged engine option, they will all get the dark chrome accented front grille, which is the Night, the XRT, as well as the Top Limited. Now, the only one of those that didn't have this chrome grille before would have been the SEL Premium, which the XRT is now based upon. So that means you do get the more premium looking front end, in my opinion, with the darkened chrome Hyundai emblem. You do have the mirror type daytime running lights that accent kind of the outside portion of the grille right there. All Santa Cruzes for 2024 will also get the LED projector headlights with LED front turn signals. Huge upgrade for the lesser trims. The SEL Premium did already have this feature, so not really an upgrade as far as the XRT goes, but if you are looking at a lesser Santa Cruz, definitely an upgrade from the halogen projectors before. This one does have the smart cruise control, so that is kind of found behind that plastic sensor right there. And as far as the lower front bumper goes, this is going to be the same as the Night Edition that I showed just a few weeks ago here on the channel. It is kind of the satin black with the more aggressive looking front end that kind of mimics a front skid plate design. Now, one of the unique aspects for the XRT, aside from all of the other accessories on the outside, is going to be the wider fender flare garnishes. Now, these are a Hyundai accessory that you could already purchase from your local dealership and install on your Santa Cruz before, but the XRT does now come standard with them. You can kind of see around that amber side marker right there, it does stick out just a few more millimeters than that of the standard Santa Cruz. A little bit hard to tell on camera, but trust me, these are just a little bit more aggressive than that of the regular versions. You can see it still does feature the Easter egg feature right there at the top, and it does come up just a little bit higher, like I mentioned, and it kind of wraps into the front door design right there. Now, another unique aspect you might already noticed is the pop of red or orange as far as the center caps go. Now, Hyundai claims this is anodized orange. I'm going to say it's a little bit more of red here in person. You still do have the black Hyundai center cap in the middle. This is going to be the same 18-inch wheel design found on some of the other trims of the Santa Cruz, including the base SE all the way up to the SEL with activity package. The Night as well as the Limited do get a 20-inch wheel design depending on which trim level you do choose. These are going to be wrapped in the same 245, 60, 18-inch Kumo Cruzgen HP71 all-season tires. So no upgrade for the XRT, which is a little bit unfortunate. Would have been cool if they would have put a mild all-terrain tire on it, but same wheel and tire setup, just a unique red accented center cap down there. As far as the mirror caps go, you do get a satin black finish here with the LED turn signal integration. No cameras or puddle lights on the outside because this does not have the surround view camera system. They are going to be heated and it does have blind spot detection. You get the same satin black finish here on all 4 door handles with the Hyundai Digital Key 1, which means Android only compatible devices, and you do have proximity entry with the standard proximity key fob as well. Here from the side, you can see more of the additional accessories, including the lower side steps, the lower door garnishes, as well as the satin black roof rails up top. So this is another accessory you can purchase from your local Hyundai dealership and install on any additional Santa Cruz. You can see it does have the branding right there on the rear door. And there is the side steps, which again do come standard on the Night as well as this XRT and can be installed on other trim levels if you would wish. Coming out back, you can see the rear fender flares match the front with the more aggressive design. It does kind of go onto the rear door just a little bit. See just a few additional millimeters of thickness. Hopefully that gives you guys a good idea as to what that looks like as a whole. Now coming out back, you will find more additional accessories, including the bed rails as standard equipment and the Santa Cruz black letters integrated into the stamped tailgate, as well as the dedicated XRT badging here on the left side. You will get partial LED tail lamps with the LED running lights, but you will have incandescent brake and turn signals up top and your incandescent reverse lights a little bit farther down on the rear bumper. Integrated side step for all Santa Cruzes and more of the satin black accent as far as the rear bumper goes. There's your gloss black and white XRT badging. And then you can see this Santa Cruz badging does stick out quite a bit from those letters. Definitely a love it or hate it type of deal. I almost wish they were just a little bit more flush with the surface, but it does definitely make a statement, and it goes well with the California sand exterior. You have more of the darkened chrome Hyundai emblem up top around the tailgate handle, and there is your reverse camera as well. H-Track 2.5 liter turbo in the normal chrome. So yeah, a lot going on at the back of the Santa Cruz in general, given all of the branding out back and the addition of those letters. But as a whole, I think the XRT is definitely an upgrade in terms of the more off-road nature or adventurous than that of some of the other trim levels, including some of the SEL activity package trucks back there. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at the window sticker on this particular Santa Cruz so you guys know exactly how it is equipped, and then we'll jump onto the interior. Now taking a quick look at the window sticker, like I mentioned, the XRT was based upon the SEL Premium before, so all the main content in this package is going to be the same as that vehicle, with the addition of the black H-Tex leatherette on the interior and all of the additional accessories which I did showcase here on the outside, including the black accents, the side steps, the lower door garnish, the wider fender cladding, the unique red anodized center caps, and a few other small additions. And this one does have 2 additional accessories, including the first aid kit and the fitted floor liners, which brings the total MSRP to $41,435, including destination. Now taking a look on the interior of the XRT, like I mentioned, this is going to be largely the same as the SEL Premium outside of the black H-Tex leatherette seating. Now starting out here on the door panel, you will have a hard touch door panel up top with a nice gloss black accent that runs into the dashboard and some of the other design elements on the interior. This is going to be textured right here, and the small portion is going to be a nice soft touch padded for your elbow rest. Power windows, mirrors, and locks with automatic front 2 windows, a nice satin chrome door handle pull with a good amount of lower door storage, and this has the standard 6-speaker audio system, as the premium Bose does only come in the limited still, unfortunately. Now coming over here to the driver's seat, this is going to be a power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar. And there is the black H-Tex leatherette, which I did feature on the Night Edition, as these 2 are the only ones that come with the H-Tex. And if you do step up to the top limited, you will gain a genuine leather seating surface. Now immediately here on the interior, this is going to look very familiar from the SEL Premium before or other trim levels, depending on which Santa Cruz you were looking at. Starting as far as the gauge cluster goes, this is going to be a 10.25-inch cluster controlled on the right side of the steering wheel. It does have all of your useful information, including your trip information, MPG. You can put some of your vehicle settings as well as your navigation up here. And it does show where the power is being sent via the H-Track all-wheel drive and your tire pressures. So nothing new as far as this goes. It does change with the drive mode you are in. So you can see we do have normal, sport, smart, and snow mode. And really, like I said, this has been around for several years now, depending on the Santa Cruz that you did purchase. Now coming back to the steering wheel, this is going to be leather wrapped with the black accent stitching. This is an upgrade from the Night Edition, which unfortunately does not get a leather wrapped steering wheel. So if you're looking at the 2, that is one of the small differences. You have all these silver accents around the steering wheel with the gloss black buttons. Audio multimedia controls here on the left side. cruise control, lane follow assist here on the right. Now, one addition over the night is going to be the addition of smart cruise control, so that is a very nice functionality. And you do have your silver accent paddle shifters for the dual clutch transmission on the backside. Automatic headlights with auto high beam assist, and there is your regular wiper stalk here on the right. To the left of the steering wheel, you have your gauge illumination, LED bed lighting, as well as traction control off, and this is a manual tilt telescopic steering column down there as well. Across the dashboard, it's going to be mainly hard touch plastics with kind of a textured finish. And coming over here to the infotainment, this is going to be the same 10.25-inch screen with built-in navigation, which unfortunately means wired Android Auto, wired Apple CarPlay only. Hyundai hasn't been able to roll out wireless functionality to the larger screens just yet. Hopefully that will change over the coming year or so, and some of the new models coming out in the future. It still has Sirius XM, AM, FM, USB, Bluetooth functionality. Hyundai driver profiles up in the corner. It does have the addition of BlueLink Plus for all 2024 models, so that is a nice addition, free for the lifetime of the first owner. So that is a nice value add if you are buying one of these vehicles new. Below that, you do have all your touch-sensitive shortcut buttons for the infotainment, and then you have your touch-sensitive dual-zone automatic climate control. If you do get the larger screen, this always comes with all of these touch-sensitive buttons. If you get the smaller 8-inch system, it will come with the toggles for the temperature up and down. USB-A charge port as well as data input down below. 12-volt outlet, and there is your wireless charging pad as well as your Hyundai digital keypad over here on the right side with a little bit of additional storage space. Traditional shifter here in the Santa Cruz versus that of some of the Tucson models, which have the push button gear selection. Behind that, you have your center differential lock, which will send power 50-50 front and rear, hill descent control, automatic hold, electronic parking brake, as well as you can pull up your backup camera if you would like. And in the center, you do have your drive mode select, which I already showcased. Normal, sport, snow, and smart drive modes. Heated front seats in this particular trim, no heated steering wheel, no ventilated seats. You have your nice soft touch padded armrest, and inside you will find a good amount of storage, although no ports or lights that I can see. Up top, you do have your black textured headliner, overhead vanity illumination. This does have an auto dimming interior rearview mirror, but HomeLink is not found unless you get the top limited. BlueLink SOS overhead LED lighting, as well as your single power sunroof controls. And there's a look at the standard sunroof. This comes on most trim levels of the Santa Cruz. SEL Activity and higher will have this small sunroof, and it does open quite far, but it is a little bit on the smaller side, like I mentioned, not a panoramic type. I would say just about 12 inches of opening. But overall, that's a look at the front seat of the XRT. Let's go ahead and take a look at the back seat. Now take a look at the back seat of the Santa Cruz. The materials are not going to follow through from the front, unfortunately. So you do have a fully hard touch door panel with the hard touch armrest. You do have an integrated cup holder in the center portion, as well as your satin chrome door handle pull. Here's a look at the back seating surfaces. I apologize, there is a box in the way, but the H-Tex does follow through from the front. Step in height is going to be very easy given the overall ride height and design of the door opening. And there's a look at the front dash. As far as rear seat amenities go, you will not get AC vents nor USB charging ports unless you go for the top limited Santa Cruz. So pretty bare in the back seat, but you do gain mat pockets on both the passenger side as well as the driver's side, and these seats do fold up to reveal storage down below. You do not get a center armrest, unfortunately, but this is 3-passenger across seating if you would like. You do have the manual sliding rear glass with the integrated defroster functionality to let just a little bit airflow flow through the cabin. So yeah, that's a look at the rear seat space. I would say behind my rough driving position, I have about 1 to 2 inches of legroom, plenty of footroom down below, and headroom is going to be decent as well with several inches given the overall roof line and stuff like that. Now take a look at the bed space in the Santa Cruz. This is going to have the same 4-foot bed that we know and love on the Santa Cruz. Yes, it's a little bit on the smaller side of things, but this is plenty for a compact pickup. All of the SEL activity packages and higher will come with the integrated tonneau cover, which we know does take up a little bit of bed space in the upper portion of the bed right there. But as long as you keep stuff under that, you do get the full 4 foot in length. All Santa Cruzes will have the integrated storage down below the floor here, which does have an integrated weather seal. So it is, I would say, weather resistant, not weatherproof, with an integrated drain in the floor. So if you want to put ice or anything like that, it will drain out the bottom, which is a very nice feature. On the right side, you do get the 115 volt outlet here in the bed. It is a max 150 watts. Integrated bed lighting here on the left and right side, as well as the top portion up there near the third brake light. And it does have the bed rail system as well, which acts as a mounting location, which is fully adjustable depending on your needs. And you can get additional Hyundai accessories for those bed rails on the sides to keep kind of cargo and stuff here in the bed very secure. As a whole, this is a very versatile space, just a little bit on the smaller side of things, but I would say plenty of tie down points, and it does have a very good payload capacity for most compact pickups out there on the road. Now finally, wrapping it up here on the passenger front seat, all of the materials from the front side will carry through to the passenger side. This is just a standard 4-way manual seat, so no height adjustment unfortunately, but it is finished in the same H-Tex material. And there's a better look at the dash design here. Textured finish up top. It does have a damped glove box, but no LED lighting. It is a very useful size. You can see all of the manuals and stuff like that on the inside. So that's a look at the interior of the XRT. Let's go ahead and take a look under the hood, see what powers this particular Santa Cruz, and I'll go ahead and wrap up this video. So under the hood of the Santa Cruz Night XRT, as well as the top limited, you're gonna find the 2.5 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder paired to an 8-speed wet dual clutch transmission. This engine puts out 281 horsepower and 311 pound-feet of torque through all 4 wheels through the all-wheel drive system, as front-wheel drive is not available on this particular trim. If you do want a front-wheel drive Santa Cruz, that is going to be available on the SE as well as the SEL with the normally aspirated 2.5 liter 4-cylinder. So do keep that in mind, as all the 2.5 liter turbos will come with all-wheel drive as standard, but I think that is a very fitting thing for this vehicle if you're going to take it off the beaten path and do want that additional capability. So that's going to do it for this quick walk-around tour of the 2024 Hyundai Santa Cruz XRT. If you guys enjoyed this video and or found something helpful, make sure to hit that like button below. It greatly helps out the channel and these videos. Subscribe if you guys are not already subscribed, and make sure to stay tuned for additional 2024 Hyundai and other manufacturer content coming. Now, as far as my quick thoughts on the XRT in specific, well, I think if you want a fully loaded accessorized Hyundai, I think this is definitely the trim level to go with, given the standard accessories that it does come with. And of course, there are several, like 5, 10, 15 other accessories you can still get on the Santa Cruz, including the bed products, some of the exterior accents, and of course the fitted floor liners, which this one has in the box sitting behind me. So I think if you want a fully accessorized kind of different appearance on the outside, the XRT is definitely the way to go. However, this one does not come with all of the amenities on the inside, such as the ventilated front seats, heated steering wheel, the highway drive assist, and stuff like that, that the top limited does come with. So it's a little bit of a trade-off in that regard if you want kind of the more accessorized, rugged looking Santa Cruz, or a fully loaded premium interior with all of the amenities that it has to offer. So let me know down in the comment section below what you guys think of the XRT. It is a little bit interesting for 2024 that the Night XRT as well as the Limited are kind of priced so closely together. You can step up to the Limited for like less than $1,500 or so, depending on how it is equipped. And you can step up from the Night for like an additional $1,200 to $1,500 as well. So the 3 trim levels are very closely priced, all around the $40,000, $41,000, $42,000 price range. So it kind of does depend which Santa Cruz is right for you. But do keep that in mind while looking at them, is that you can get several more features on the next step up for just a little bit of additional money. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. I appreciate the support here on the channel. And as always, hope to see you guys in the next one.